In this Cloud Control Center video for SAP Business One, we're going to have a look at one of the most important functions, I think, during implementation, and that is duplicating a tenant. So we go to Tenant, and we see here the tenant with all the information, and we can duplicate that tenant. Now, the reason for this one is very important, and I think you have to use this function regularly. What you do is you basically make a copy of a tenant. So in the implementation phase, if you want to try out, if you want to experiment, if you want to make some changes where you don't know whether you want to keep them, use this function of duplication. The reason we give this advice is that, especially on HANA part, if you want to work with a backup and then afterwards a restore, that takes time, depending on the database size, but that's not a very fast process. So this is, I think, the most easy way you can create a second tenant. Just duplicate it. Now, how do you do that? Again, a wizard. We chose for the tenant duplication. We go next. Now, there we go. We choose the existing tenant with all the information. And so we say, okay, we change that in demo. We can add the users. We can add or link extensions. We have an overview, and we can say, okay, create this duplicate. Now, you see that since we didn't change the name ourselves, the system creates the extra name as a duplicate. And again, this process is much faster than first backup and then afterwards restore or things like that. Just duplicate once or even twice a tenant, that doesn't matter. So you can work with it in an implementation day. And afterwards, when you don't need the original anymore, or you don't need to duplicate anymore, you simply delete the tenant you don't need. And this is a process. It is a little different than from the on-premise business one, but this is how you can work easy and fast. Now, if you look at the process, it's simple. It's a wizard again, and now you can see, if we made this a little bit bigger, you have the two tenants, so you can work with it. Very nice process in our opinion. And again, if you're done and you say one of the two we don't need anymore, simply delete it, and the data or the tenant is gone again. So this again is the process, instead of working with backups, restores, things like that, to make your life as a consultant a little more comfortable. That's it. Thank you.